This is Character Asked It. You already know Character did it. And I am here with an incredibly talented young woman, SheanaRae. SheanaRae, tell us about yourself.
Hi guys, I'm SheanaRae. I'm from London. I'm a pop and R&B artist, and yeah, I just started releasing music kind of during lockdown, but I've kind of always like sung my whole life. But yeah, during lockdown I had a lot of free time, so I kind of released my first like EP. It was called Salty Tears, which is kind of like a play off on the word lockdown tears. So there's 4 songs in that, and then ever since then I've released about 3 other singles since then. And my last one I just released was called Wasted Energy, which is out now. I've just released it like 5 days ago. So yeah, go check that out.
That's exciting. That's exciting. How
Yeah.
long, you said you just started recording, but had you been involved in making music at all before, like in, school or anything like that?
So at school I kind of like did choirs and like I did musical theatre at uni, so I did more like theatre stuff. But I've always kind of known I wanted to do like pop music, and I've always had that kind of voice for it. Like everyone told me like, oh, you're good at pop and stuff. So, but yeah, I went to like studios when I was younger, and like I don't know if you've heard of like the Sound Cube, but like that was kind of like a fun kind of studio experience. I sung like High School Musical and like Beyonce and stuff, and I was like, then I knew like I wanted to do it. I was like 10 years old, but yeah, like ever since then I just knew. I think just like theatre was fun, but I knew I wanted to just record music and be in the studio. Do you know what I mean?
It looks like you got pretty serious about it, judging from what I see behind you.
Yes, don't mind the mattress. That's for like soundproof stuff.
Oh, please,
but yeah.
please. I got a comforter above me right now. There's blankets behind me, behind that sheet. Like,
yeah, it takes a while to kind of like figure out how to do it all by yourself. But like, I still go to like other studios and get other people to like help me. But the first songs I did in my EP were like recorded in here and stuff, and like even in my other bedroom.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah.
Do you mix your own vocals?
No, I get someone else to mix it. No idea. But I've like recorded on GarageBand when I was younger. I know I'm quite good at harmonies, so like I figured that out as well. I don't play an instrument, but I've got a good ear for like harmonies and stuff. So
okay.
Yeah, so like just recording stuff, like editing it, and then I'll send it off for someone to like mix and master it.
So how old are you?
I'm 25.
You're 25.
Just turned 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is SheanaRae your real name?
So SheanaRae True is my full name. SheanaRae is my artist name.
Okay.
Yeah.
You put out some really strong social media content. You have a hell of a cameraman behind you or something.
Do I? I'm probably just the filters. I can't lie.
Well, I don't. Okay. I mean, you have you at least you choose really good locations. Hold on, my microphone. This is what I do while I record music.
I'm glad you think that, because I'm always like, I'm so like, social media is so difficult, isn't it? Like to get the right lighting and the right. So even like on camera, I think I look horrible. So I've got to like put a filter on and like, I don't know. It's very difficult. But
no, I think you're doing a great job, and you also have great locations that you choose that you do your the videos.
That's good.
What are some of the accomplishments that you've achieved in the time making music?
So I have been on a TV show. It was an ITV show. You probably don't know it where you're from, but it was ITV Saturday night. It was called Romeo and Duet. It was hosted by Oti Mabuse. It was like a singing like / dating show. And I was like a contestant on it, which was pretty cool.
A
like
singing dating show.
Yeah. So it was like a family thing. So basically, I had to walk up these stairs. First they interviewed me to walk up these stairs, and I heard like 4 people sing. So I come out as bisexual on the show. So there was like a man, a woman, whatever, and you have to choose someone based on their voice, who you want to go on a date with. But if you choose like the second person, you can't hear the third or fourth person. So like I chose a second person called Mason. Great. I didn't hit it off with him, but yeah, it was really nice. And you kind of like go backstage and practice a duet, and then come back out and like perform it live to a studio audience. So yeah, it was pretty scary, but it was really, really cool, like to see like backstage how it all worked and stuff.
How long ago was that?
A year. I think a year or 2 now. No, 2 years ago. Oh, feels like a year ago, but it's 2 years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, like it's mad to see how all the cameras, like everyone backstage, like hundreds of people backstage running around, like topping up your makeup and everything. Like it was amazing.
I bet. And
and
that's a good little training session for when your music pops off. That's what it's going to be.
Exactly. But yeah, also last year I did a season out in Cyprus, 6 months. Do you know what Cyprus is?
No.
It's like Greece.
Okay.
Yeah, Nick. Yeah.
I'm
So
still
I was
thinking
there.
like some TV show or something. Okay.
No, not a TV show. 6 months out there singing and stuff. So that was like a really good experience for me.
How'd that come about?
I applied online. Yeah, through an agency. Just got back and like, yeah, it was a good job I had.
Was it like one venue you were singing at, or?
No, it was like around like hotels and bars. So I got to tour like different hotels, and a lot of the people were English there. So like I could kind of promote myself and be like, you know, hey.
That's so
But most
cool.
of the time, I just sung like covers and stuff because people are on holiday and they want to hear stuff they know and stuff. But yeah,
For sure. No,
yeah,
that's a really cool opportunity.
yeah, it was amazing. Yeah.
What are some of the obstacles that you faced?
I think for me, it's just like promoting my music, just getting it out there because like I have no idea what I'm doing still. I just kind of like make it up as I go along. Obviously, submit my music places, try and make content and stuff. But I think that's just something that's so hard because everyone's trying to do it. So like there's so many people, so many talented people trying to make music. So
Absolutely, absolutely. You got to find a way to stand out. You know.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's a thing I always say. I read it one time, but a hit song is not made; it's marketed. There's just too many songs
100%.
made in a day and posted in a day that you can't stand out without marketing it. You can't.
Like some amazing songs are not known, and some terrible songs are known. So it's just how it is, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, what do you think about like how the music industry is today?
I think nowadays it is about popularity and not talent. Like if you go to a record label, they'll want you if you've got thousands of followers. They won't want you if you're talented. They want you if you're known.
They want to know your TikTok follow. No, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
All they do.
Yeah.
My buddy's talking to Sony, and all they're asking how many followers on TikTok. How many followers on
Exactly.
TikTok?
Exactly, and that's all they care about. And it's like, why? But you know, it's always going to be difficult, like in an industry like this. But you just got to do it for like, remember why you're doing it. Like, do it for yourself, kind of thing.
Absolutely.
And
What is your inspiration?
My inspiration, as in like what I want from it.
What keeps you making music? What kind of music do you make? What inspires you to make that music, and what inspires you to keep going?
I think just knowing that like I can't give up. Like even if I've tried and I don't get anywhere, like I need to know I tried. But like my inspirations are like Ariana Grande, Doja Cat, Nicki Minaj. Like I feel like if you put your mind to it, you can do anything. So like obviously it's so hard. It's like it still is impossible. But if you like enjoy what you're doing and you're doing it because you enjoy it, that's the main thing.
When what's your songwriting process?
Right, so I usually just like find a beat on YouTube and like top line to it. And then I'll like work with producers to like recreate that beat or whatever. But sometimes I just buy the beat or whatever. But yeah, like I'm quite good at like making melodies and stuff, so I can work with other people. I don't like playing instruments, so yeah, it's quite hard for me to come up with the actual like chords and beat. But I usually like write to a beat.
Right. So do you do the melodies first and then you write your lyrics, or?
I do the melody first and then I write the lyrics because I've got to make that amazing melody. That's like the main thing for me.
Okay.
Like get that catchy hook, and then once I've got that, then I will write the lyrics to it.
That's interesting. That's different than most people I've spoken to. But
that
is, a lot of times they hear a beat and they just write. I've spoken to a lot of rappers too. But I will tell you, I know that's the industry way. Like when Post Malone gets on a beat, he lays down all the different harmonies and rhythms and everything, and his team goes through and picks them out, and they write words to those harmonies. So that's the way to do it for him.
Yeah. It depends, innit? It depends on what your vibe is, I guess.
Yeah. Are there any big mistakes that you've made that you want to speak on?
I think just not doing it sooner. Like I think I've always wanted to like write my own songs, but I just never knew how to go about it. And so I'd like write like half a song and then I would just leave it. And like I think the main thing is just finishing that song, getting it produced. Like, I never knew how to like produce songs or anything, so I was just like so I used to just like cover songs, which is great, but I think just writing and releasing music earlier, because I think that's where my strength lies.
Yeah. What kind of songs were you covering?
A bit of everything, really. Just like popular songs.
Okay.
But I do a bit of rap and stuff now, so I'm trying to like go more into that because I feel like that is kind of a niche, I guess. And like every time I rap, people are like, you should do more of that. Obviously, I'm a singer, but like I do a bit of both. So I think that's something that's like distinctive, I guess.
For sure. No, and a little variation and you know, never hurt. Like,
Yeah.
you know, just put a little rap verse in the middle of a whole song.
That's basically all my songs. Yeah, exactly. So
cool.
Yeah.
Tell me about your following, and you know, how strong is it? How long is it taking you to build it? What kind of support do you get?
What, on like Instagram and like stuff like that?
Instagram, Spotify, anything you got, you know.
I think it's just like supporting other people. Like online, you like say like support me and I'll support you, and we'll build that relationship. And I think that's how I got like the followers I have. I think it's just being like, you know, sharing each other and like supporting each other. But yeah, it's taken a while. Like it's very hard to like build a fan base, isn't it? Like obviously I've got that few friends who will turn up to gigs and stuff, but my followers aren't going to do that. So like it's just about finding that consistent fan base, which is very difficult.
How often are you getting local gigs?
So I get a lot of gigs that are unpaid. Like London, it's so difficult to get gigs. Obviously in Cyprus, I was getting paid for like every gig I was doing, which was amazing. But in London, it's so much more different. But I've got a gig coming up. I've got a couple actually, but one's paid, one's not. So it's just kind of like, but a lot of it, even if it's not paid, it's just like exposure for me, which I'm happy to do.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'm also working in a bar as well at the moment, so that's how I'm getting my income. But yeah,
no, that's a solid way to do it. If you get in the network of the local music scene, that's a big step for a musician. It really is.
Exactly. Yeah.
What does success in life and in music look like to
you? Success in life, I think just doing what you love, like, and for a living. I think even if you don't become like famous or whatever, as long as I'm like singing at gigs like every weekend and stuff like that, like I might be joining it, like creating a band soon, and like if we can like get consistent gigs from that, I think that'll be amazing. And then also like releasing music. So I think just like doing what you love and like not expecting too much from it, and then obviously having your like friends, family support you, and yeah, that is literally what it is for me.
Beautifully said. Tell me something unique, something random about yourself that most people don't know. It could be something from childhood, you know, just something weird.
Oh, that's put me on the spot. Something weird. Can't think of anything. I probably can, but I just can't.
What was your first job?
My first job was at a shisha garden. Do you smoke shisha where you're from?
No.
It's just like
smoking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was my first job, and like hated it. Because I was so bad. Like I was 18, and I was so slow. I was so bad. Like it was not good. But that was my first job. And then I just had like waitressing / bar jobs. I've worked in a strip club before.
Okay.
As a bartender, not as a stripper. So that was interesting.
That's what they all say.
No. At uni, so that was interesting. But yeah, like I've worked at a few places, but obviously my favourite ones were, I worked in a golf club, which was fun, and then behind the bar, and then Cyprus when I was singing, which was amazing. But yeah.
Do you have a regular job now?
Yeah, just like bar work.
Right.
Yeah.
You work that full time?
Yeah, basically. Well, I do like 4 days a week, but then the other days I'm like working on music, trying to get gigs and recording music and stuff. So yeah.
Okay. So that's kind of the end of my actual questions, but this is where I kind of want to get to know you a little more. You know, like tell me a little bit about your background. Tell me where you came. You know, I know you came from London, but like, what was growing up like?
My family have been like, so I live with my mum, my dad, my brother. They're my close family, and like I was so fortunate, to be honest. Like got to go on loads of holidays, and like my family are the most loving people, which I'm so grateful for. But yeah, I'm also Indian, so born in London, Indian. And yeah, I've just been really, really blessed, to be honest. Like just had such a nice childhood. Not much more to it, really.
Were you a good student in high school?
I think so. I was kind of one of those that was like good, but I just never listened. Like they think I'm listening, but I'd never put my hand up and then pick on me and be like, oh. Yeah, a little bit shy as well. Like when I was younger. Yeah, just even now sometimes I'm a bit like, I get anxiety sometimes. But yeah, no. Yeah. So yeah.
It's funny. A lot of artists that I've spoken to have been shy in every moment of their life, other than when they're on stage.
100%. I think like when you're singing and stuff, you're like, you get so nervous before it, and then when you're on stage, you're like, oh my god, like why have I not been doing this like every day? But then you're so nervous before it. It's like you hate that feeling of like being nervous. But I guess it's a good. You got to see it as a good thing because it's like you actually care, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. So yeah. What was your first performance like?
I was so bad. Like when I used to sing at school, I used to like shake. I couldn't get the words out. Like you can hear it in my voice. I'd like do the voice cracks. I still do it now. Like obviously I'm a lot better now. But yeah, I was really nervous all the time.
Yeah.
Very nervous. Yeah.
You got anything coming out? I know you just dropped something 5 days ago, but you know your next project? Are you working on any videos or anything?
I've got another song that's done, which I'm probably going to release in a couple months after I've like promoted this one. But then after that, I just want to like collab with people more. Like I haven't done many collaborations, and I kind of want to see if I can collab with people. But yeah,
I got someone I want to connect you with. I got someone I want you to collab with.
Okay, cool. Let me know, yeah, because I'm always looking for like collabs and stuff. So yeah.
His name's Vianney Luca. He's incredibly talented. I think y'all could do some crazy stuff together for real.
Amazing. Yeah. Send me him. We'll do that. We'll do something.
For sure. Do you have connections with local artists that you could collab with?
I've got a few friends that like are in the music industry, like they're making music. So I could always like try and make music with them for sure. But just about actually doing it, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Like people are so busy. Like when you're in the adult life, people are just so busy all the time. But yeah.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock someone down sometimes. They're busy too, and it's just it's conflicting. But
exactly,
it takes patience and it takes tenacity. But yeah, it'll get done.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you wanted to say? Anything else that I didn't think to ask you? I didn't know to ask you.
Not at the moment. You obviously stream my new single, Wasted Energy, but you can like follow what I'm doing on my Instagram and stuff. And yeah, I'm happy to support anyone back. Like, yeah, we're in this together.
Absolutely. And the more we help each other, the better it is for everybody.
Exactly.
That's really what we've been trying to accomplish for a while. So glad to hear someone else say it.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, but it's been really good talking to you. It's been good getting to know you, and I look forward to working with you and seeing my crew work with you. I think y'all could do
100%. 100%. Thank you so much for having me on.
All right, thanks for your time. This has been Karikter. This is SheanaRae, the beautiful, talented young artist in London, England. Check her out, follow her up, stream her up. We'll see you next time.